Yellow, yellow, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream today. Whew. This is part 3 of the 100-hour series, and we are going to be working on Blender. You know it. Part 3 of the Blender 100-hour series, and we are going to be making a fantasy world today. And I am really excited to continue from where we stopped because yesterday we actually made some serious progress. You know what I'm saying? We worked on the Blender. We worked on Blender texture paint. We did some coloring. We figured out the meaning of UV mapping. We did some designing of materials for the base color, for the lighting, not lighting, roughness. Yeah, roughness, smoothness, metallicness. Work with the sculpt tool, all the good stuff. It was really good, and I'm like, yeah, I'm learning. I'm This is good, and it's so early this morning. But yeah, it's still great. It's still a joy. You know what I'm saying? Still a joy. So yeah, let's put the screen on. Let's turn on my screen. Turn on my screen. See one. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is the reference photo I'll be working on. When I say we're working on, we're not trying to recreate exactly this. It's just giving us like, okay, these are the types of things we want to recreate. You know what I'm saying? So like, for example, we have trees, rocks, a building with a roof, window, different things like that. So yeah, we're trying to recreate something like this in low poly, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, if you're live, leave a like. If you love what you see, leave a like, subscribe, follow. If you watch this in the replay, yeah, I want to see you live. Come join me, 5 a.m. gang. You know what I'm saying? 5 in the morning. Let's make some noise because this is when it happens. This is when nobody disturbs you. This is when you just do it. Yeah, you can do it. Obviously, you can work on it in the late hours of like 1 a.m. Whatever you prefer. Day when nobody disturbs you. Always great time. Always a great time. So yeah, we're going to open Blender. Yeah, there's some like waking up this morning was not hard, but sleeping on the other hand, that right there was a hassle. And why do I say a hassle? Because it. Let me put it like this: staying asleep was an issue. Because I woke up so many times, I could not win in terms of temperature. It was either too hot or too cold. I could not win. There was never a good temperature. I was always either burning or freezing. And it was like, oh my days. I'm trying to sleep here because I'm gonna wake up super early. Why are you waking up? Just go to bed. And I was like, no, sir. But yeah, we're here though. We're still here. We're gonna nap later, probably. Probably gonna nap for at least 10 minutes. That 10-minute power nap. Get some nice shut eye. But except for that. But for now, enough talking about sleep. So I don't want to lull you to sleep. I'm not complaining. I'm happy to be here. I'm just surprised at how hard it can be to get a good temperature, Okay, yeah, you see, yesterday we were working on the metallicness of this tree and the roughness with texture paint. That's why we have this here, which is quite cool. I was like, ooh, I like this. So we can literally make our own gradient, our own shade of black and white, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Yeah, I'm gonna put this window right here. There we go. Just make sure everything is looking good. Awesome. Nice. Okay. So we're going to go back to texture paint. Now let's wrap up with this tree so that we can move on to some more vegetation and another tree. So I'm gonna put this back on rendered mode. I'm going to, at the very least, clean up my mess, because right now that is not how a tree should look. So we have the metallic and the roughness. So let's go to the metallic. So if you want a tree looking metallic, even if it's a little bit, remember, the more white it is, the more metallic it is. Right? Painting the base color. I want to be painting the metallic. There we go. But what we're gonna do, we're going to not do that. This is already white. We're going to, yeah, let's just quickly smooth this out. Get this out of the way. Yeah. Okay, where the center. And okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fill the whole image with gray. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, is just with gray. Yeah. Okay, how does this look? Actually, I'm gonna make it darker. Yeah, let's just have it, yeah, so that it's not too flat, like not too I just like the idea of a little bit of metal, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's do the same with the roughness. Okay, the roughness is already mostly gray. Let's actually make it darker. Yeah, I want it darker. Because when it comes to roughness, the darker it is, the smoother it is. So actually, let's Ctrl Z, keep it bright. Yeah, let it not be too dark. Okay, but yeah, oopsie. Okay. Okay, we're gonna eye drop the color, because I'm just trying to make it, you know, or the same across the board. Oh, what did I eye drop? Eye drop. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Why is my eye drop producing a different color than what is here? Fascinating problem. What a conundrum. Okay, so is painting lighter than my fill? Interesting. And what about the metallic? So I'm gonna eye drop the metallic. Let's see what's going on here. Cause, oh, is it this? Blending mode. It could be the blending mode. It mixes the colors, maybe. No, I'm just speaking. I'm just making noise. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So I'm just gonna paint in a long swirl so that I can do a single fill, one color, like fill everything up at the end of the day, if you know what I'm trying to say. Just gonna fill it all this color, and then when I fill it all that color, I can just change the color as I please. Or I could just use a new image, that also works. But we're almost done anyway. Okay. There we go, it's looking like a proper shape now. Oh, I'm painting the roughness. Okay. Looking good so far, I like what I'm seeing. Okay, let's try a fill now. Interesting. It's all darker. Oh, it's brighter, the eyedropper too. I really find that interesting. I don't really know why. I think it has something to do with this. Yeah, that's my vote. See? Look at that. Okay, well, this is fine. We're gonna test a little bit with the roughness. But this is the metallic. So it's lighter now, so it's more metallic than I'd wanted it to be. Okay, well, let's go to the roughness. Let's save this image so that we don't forget that. And let's go to the roughness and see something here. So we currently have the fill brush. So let us do darken. Okay, so let's eyedrop the color. Boom. I don't see any painting. Okay, so mix, we see a color difference. Okay, difference, that makes sense. It's taking I feel like it makes sense intuitively. I can't explain it quite yet. Which you all know is not enough. We have to be able to explain what is going on here. Maybe we need to add layers to the bucket list. Texture paint blending mode. Add. Color. And it's interesting that the default is the color. Sorry, is the mix. I really find that interesting. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I don't get it. Let's adjust our posture so we don't hurt ourselves. It's always a good habit to sit properly when you, especially when you're working for long hours. You don't want to hurt yourself. Yeah. Okay, so back at this. Let us see how we can work on this. We can do the same thing, but I'm just still confused about this. Because it's not the color I want. Like, I couldn't use the eyedropper to get the color I want, which I think is quite disappointing, in my opinion. But yeah, this is not our focus for now. So, well, what is the focus? We have a goal, yes, but we're trying to master the arts. Trying to master the arts of Blender. Of course, we could delete the picture and just Of course, we can delete the picture and just start again. Like, just even just use written numbers because it's all flat anyway. But since I have chastised myself of the goal, let's do blending modes in Blender. Put this up here, my bad. Look at it up on the documentation. Let's read something today. Let's learn something. 2.79. That's a dinosaur blender manual. Blender texture paint blending modes. So the mix combines the textures. Hmm. So like mix means it mixes them up. But man, the manual from 2.79, that is old. Like that's old. You know what I'm saying? Like that's ancient. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Texture paint. This blending mode here. Hmm. Maybe on that texture slot. Nope. Excuse me. This website reminds me of the Google Forms. Like just the vibe of it. Okay, mastering basic painting tools and techniques. Hmm. Draw, soften for blend. Use the soften brush for blending colors. Hmm. Okay, should be here. It says blending textures. Each texture adds as a layer. Blended textures requires an understanding of how different modes interact. In the texture panel, experiment with modes mix, multiply, and overlay. These modes determine how textures combine, with some darkening the image and others enhancing highlights. Shift E to quickly adjust the strength of the texture of your texture's influence. For more nuanced, employ texture masks. Hmm. So when I come on top of it, you see that? It just keeps getting darker and darker and darker, like multiply. That makes sense? And the other one was darken. No, overlay. Overlay with the next one. She said we should try. Or whoever wrote that. I don't know, I feel like it's a lady. Okay, overlay. Okay, brightening it a little bit. Okay. Okay. So it seems to me. Yeah, it seems to me it's just a nice system. But the reason why I was getting the same color, but it was adding on top of it. So it just, you know, multiplied or mixed. So yeah, that was why I wasn't getting the exact same color. So what I'm wondering, is there a way for me to remove all of it? I think the best way is to create a new image. But we're good. So we understand the mission now, we understand what was going on there. Okay. Render engine. I wonder how this will look on cycles. You know, these days the difference between cycles and EV, I can't see. Especially, I guess I am working on a low polyed diagram. However, they all look gorgeous. Now look at that. That is pretty. Pretty. Okay, let's take a mental picture and then switch back to EV. Oh yeah, look at the shadows. Look at the shadows. Okay, so I don't really see a lot of difference. If you see any difference, please leave it in the chat. I'm curious if you notice any difference. Pushkar, I missed your message. My chat was hidden. Welcome, welcome. We don't need no cheap viewers. We just want to have organic growth in this channel. Come on. But yeah, in the next stream, I will add the comments on the screen because right now it can be seen, eh? We should add them on the screen, okay? But yeah, I can't really see a lot of difference here. But yeah, let's move on. Let's make our fourth tree. It's gonna be maybe the hardest one. That one right there. So, well, the stick will be easy. I'm referring to the leaves. Yeah, the leaves. Like, how am I gonna design that? I am not sure. But I'm gonna do a 3D model. So, like in 3D model and not in sculpting. The stalk we'll do in sculpting. Just a snake hook. Quick and easy, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's save this image. Save our work. And let's go to layout mode. We're gonna move our cursor to world origin. But before that, I'm gonna group. I'm gonna group these together. I'm gonna put the tree bush inside of. I can't do that. Oh, I guess unless I link them, eh? So we'll see. Let's try linking like this. Link object to scene. Okay, I'm not sure the best way to approach this. And you can, so anyway, we'll make a collection. That'll be the first thing to go with. New collection. Tree. I will call this tree. Round. What kind of tree is this? Huh. What is going on my chat? Best viewers on. What does best viewers on mean? Is this spam? Am I getting spammed? Am I getting spammed? Let's do some research. Because if I'm getting spammed, we'll have to get rid of this spam. And for the YouTube fam, this is what I'm talking about. Someone message in the chat. Best viewers on ****. Meaning. Huh. I think this is spam because the last time I got this, there was no other response. If you have an idea what this is, please leave a comment or in the chat, you know, just let me know what you think. Maybe ChatGPT will know. That's what ChatGPT has to have, because you know, sometimes I've been wondering, hey, I never really thought about how people force growth. On Twitch, the term viewers on often refers to the number of people watching a stream that is tagged with playing with viewers. allowing viewers to join in and play games with the streamer. Oh, just to be clear, is it spam? But if it's not, see if it programmer nuts, welcome. If you're, I don't know if you're spamming, but welcome though. Please feel free to leave a comment. How you doing? Programmer nuts. Pro gamer nuts. I'm such a programmer. I totally misread that. Pro gamer nuts. You wanna? If this is what it means, you wanna join in on the fun? Yeah, download Blender. Let's go. Maybe even have a stream together. Let's see. Maybe we can connect. Da 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 da. Okay. Want to chat, programmer nuts? Just let me know. Then we can continue from there. If not, I'm assuming this is spam at this point, because I don't really understand though. I don't really understand it. Dun 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 dun. Do, 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 do. So, it's meant to be for the streamer to engage with the audience. Wait, no, I didn't say play with viewer. Oh. Okay, what about cheap streamers on? For those of you watching, you're learning something too from this. You totally misunderstood me, thinking I'm talking about Roku and Friends, TV. No, thank you. Let's put this on Twitch chat. Okay, cool stuff. Likely. Oh. No, but they didn't say cheap streamer. They said cheap viewers. Did I type streamer this whole time? No, I typed viewers. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Cheap viewers. Cheap streamers. Okay. Okay, I get it. Well, no thank you. I'm gonna consider this spam then. Yeah, I'm gonna consider this spam. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Oh yeah, we're trying to call this round trees. Or round tree. I'm gonna put this in this. Gonna set the location. Set origin. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, nice. Be careful with that, Reba. Be careful with that. You wanna grab X0. That didn't work. Grab X. Did not work. Oh yeah, let's turn on my keyboard. Thinking about jiggy. It's actually on. It just keeps going to the wrong monitor every time. Like every single time. Okay. So the last time I said if it doesn't work well, we find a new one. And then it worked well. Now it's not working well again. Oh my days. Yes. This is sad. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a different setup. Let's force this to work one more time. Because we can't find one right now. I'm not here for this. We're here for work. Okay. Come on, work with me. Oh, so this is an alpha release. Oh, I just realized that. Well, my bad. Should have downloaded the stable release. Oops. Okay, so we have to fix that. Okay. Oh, I accidentally closed my chat again. I just had the habit of cleaning up my space, and then I close things that I actually need, especially the darker windows in OBS. But yeah. Okay, let's continue with our new tree. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move these away, but I'm just gonna hide it for now. I'll do that later. It's not the concern of the moment. I'm also going to add these to a collection. So grab X0. Grab X0. I thought that would surely take it to the oh, I applied the location, didn't I? No, I didn't. It's still, yeah, I did not. Huh. Well, this is the global location, so I'm guessing those keys are for local then. That's my guess. So 0, 0, 0. Okay, I want them both there. And I'm going to add them to a collection. I'm going to call this collection trees. Oh, let's call them tall trees. Move inside. And of course, disable. Okay. Now let's make our third tree. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna set the cursor to the world origin, and then we're going to add a new object with Shift A, cube. Good. Let's try the keyways again, see if it's working. Okay, keyways should be working now. Okay. There we go. Keyways is back in the building. I restarted it. I remember that is the best solution for buggy items. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I have to find the stable release and get that instead. Oh, it's working too well now. I forgot that was actually a thing. So I'm gonna hide the history that I turned on myself. The last time I added that was because it triggered success. That was the main reason I added the history. Okay. Actually, let's turn on these trees. I want to see how tall they are for reference. Can I move a whole collection? No way. Oh, what is going on? Am I in edit mode? Yes, I'm in edit mode. Okay, I'm just gonna put them. Oops. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get these two to the side. So I only need one, however. You don't need all two. So let's take one, grab X to the right, Y, so that I can know how big I should make my second tree, my new tree. And my new tree is meant to be bigger. If I remember, let's get a reference. Yeah, it's way bigger. Way bigger. I just realized my round tree is not that big. But of course we can always scale. Like see this, we can always scale. But yeah, we need to give it good oomph. So with that in mind, let's go to sculpt mode. Something is off with this cube. I don't know what it is. I've never seen the view like this. Why do I have 3? This is new. So I basically added the cube, and as you guys are aware, normally when you add a cube, you get a cube with just the edges. But now I'm having a diagonal. Well, not everywhere. Some places have a diagonal. Interesting. I must investigate. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna grab you, put you here. No. Grab X, put it over there somewhere I can see. And then I'm gonna create another cube. So this cube is normal. Did it have something to do with bringing back these trees to view? Okay, let's actually Google how to add diagonals in the first place. Yeah, let's see how that works. Yeah, because essentially that's what happened here. I added the diagonal to a face. And maybe it's when I was trying to work on the collection. How to quickly add diagonal edges in Blender. Nope, this is not what I'm trying to do. No. This is a slow up way. Yeah, this is a slower way, but okay, I can't tell how to do it, so I'm just gonna leave it. Let's get back to Blender. Delete this. Let's go to sculpt mode. And you know the way, first things first, we're gonna remesh. There we go, perfect. And then we're gonna use Dyn Topo. And by default, it's on relative detail, which is good. I also like the number of pixels. Ooh. Camera moving so fast today. Well, am I so sleepy? Can't keep track. And there we go. Yeah, you know this. Sometimes you wonder, are you pushing yourself too much with the 5 a.m. early morning gang, or is it just like, okay, I needed more food because I'm hungry, or is it like, it's just different questions you can ask yourself, like as to the reason for one's behavior or reactions or what have you. And part of me would be like, hey, maybe I should have breakfast in the morning versus not. Let's go back. This is not a good direction. Yeah, let's increase the size. Breakfast does sound good though. Yeah, I am relatively hungry. Okay, we're getting somewhere. It's like it's working to me. And of course we're gonna smooth out. We're gonna smooth it out as we go. And we're gonna grab it to face the direction so we can just keep going up with confidence. And if you notice, I'm clicking it and unclicking. The reason being, I want it to have, every time I click it, it creates new meshes. Because Dyn Topo is on. Dyn Topo is on. I think it's Dyn Topo. So that's why I re-click instead of just drag. And also watch, if I drag all the way, okay. Two things. If this brush size is bigger than the shape, it's most likely gonna vanish like that. But so I'm just gonna zoom out and zoom in at the point here. My camera is moving so fast. That's like a serious jump. I may have changed some things, but I don't know what I changed. Let's go to preferences or in view. Camera speed. Like this is more like it, right? But I'm getting this one skip. Okay. I'm guessing to be in preferences. So let's do control comma. And it to be not interface, navigation, zoom method, zoom to mouse position, correct, dolly, yeah, everything's working normally, however it's too fast. Okay, I can't see it so far. Well, let's go to the interwebs. But yes, I was talking about sleep. Yeah, sometimes you just like see yourself. Oh, I remember see yourself making some decisions that don't make sense to you. Remember when Kobe Bryant was talking about why he was playing bad in one game, and he was blaming the fact that he was not sleeping well, and that was why he saw himself not performing in the way that he expected himself to perform. And of course, if you know Kobe Bryant, may rest in peace, he has a great high expectations for himself. Which is fair. When you practice that much, you should, right? Like, what's the point if you don't have of all that practice? If you can't expect at least standard play, because that's what he was talking about. Okay, how to reduce zoom distance blender. Oh, let me do it like this. Zoom is too fast. Zoom too fast. Did I do Blender 2.9? Ew. Okay, let's see what this one is saying. Oh, to zoom up an object, select it and press delete. Never tried that. Wait, delete? Zero. Period, rather. Okay, is it just me or is my blender glitching? Because now it's zooming in regularly. Oh my word. Yeah, it's zooming normally again now. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but here we are. Well, let's smooth in our object. Make it nice and clean. Make it not too big. Let's look at the reference photo again. So what we're trying to achieve. Okay, we're gonna make it straighter. Oopsie. I didn't hold shift, that's what happened right there. Okay, we're looking good so far. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think I like what I see. Oh yeah, obviously too many polygons. So let's just grab and look at it from one. Oh, if I press delete, so it's giving me a nice view, but it's starting from the bottom, so of course I can raise it up a bit. What if I'm here? Press 0. Okay. Kind of puts it in view. And does it lean towards orthographic? No, it's this, whatever you have. I think it's based on the origin. An origin is right here. So, let's try something. Let's move the origin to the center. So cursor to cursor. I want to move the cursor to my mouse. So I select the cursor to grid. Oh, I keep doing this. Just move it manually, right? And then right click on it and set origin to 3D cursor. Okay, and now I'm gonna try this. There you go. Okay. That is in the middle. Okay, let's grab this. Put this on one. Gonna grab towards this direction. Okay. Give it some straightness, you know. Yeah, but I think it's too straight now. What does pose do? Oh, nice. I like that. I really like that. I really like that. I really like that. Oh, nice. Okay, let's make it so not too. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. Our tree is looking tree. Our tree looks like a tree. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's put my signature message, you know. Let's go. Sweet. Okay, where were we? Save. Now, smooth a little bit more. We should be good. We should be good. So there was a tutorial I did not too long ago that had me working for the leaves. I had to use. I used textured leaves. That's what I did. But in our reference photo here, I don't think these are textures. I think these are just 3D models. So I'm just gonna recreate that. So essentially we have to just create one and then duplicate. So I'm gonna move you on the x-axis this way. Put my cursor to the origin of the world. And I'm going to add a plane. So that makes sense to me. Of course, we can always extrude the plane if we want the top, right? But we are not doing that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, press dot, focus on this, zoom out a bit. We are going to go to edit mode, take this edge, grab on the on the y axis, because y is for top, I believe. Oh, that period key focuses on what you're looking at. I like it. So if I focus on this face, oh, sweet. This is nice. I should use this more. I'm gonna use this a lot more. Okay. I'm actually gonna grab this even more. No, I think that's good. Okay, what we're gonna do some loop cuts. Obviously, we want one in the middle. Of course. Let's view this from the top view. Okay, we're gonna view this. So 0. And then we're gonna divide this. This is, I'm in the reference. If I'm following the reference, it is like 6, no, 8. Okay, so we're gonna divide this into 8. So, oh, wrong. So we're gonna do a loop cut. 6, 8. There we go. So we got that. And now the next thing to do is to, ooh, we're gonna have to curve these. Now this is new. I haven't done something like this. Okay, in all my knowledge, what would be the best tool to use to make these current corners not straight? Ha! Now a challenge we got here. So far, all my everything to make something smooth, what I'll normally do is use smooth. But at the very least, what I know for sure is I may need to cut some things more. But I'm gonna start with one side. I'm gonna delete all of this half, all the faces on this right side. No, let's do faces. Select all these faces and delete them. Delete faces. And then I'm gonna create a modifier. I'm gonna use a mirror modifier so that I only design one side. Should be under generate mirror right there. I just want to see it in edit mode. Beautiful. Very smart one, eh? Okay, let's go back to edit mode. Actually, no, turn it off in edit mode. Yeah. Okay, that is gonna confuse me. This is why I turn it off on edit mode. But if I work on this one, for example, I'm gonna rotate it. I'm gonna move this way. It's only focusing on this one. It's only focusing on the original one. It's not focusing on the one actually clicked. And that could be confusing the bigger it is. So it may not be the worst problem now in this scenario, but it's a good habit I'm trying to maintain, not opening it on edit mode because I mixed it up just now. And clipping, I'm gonna turn on. Clipping, essentially when I drag, if I drag it away, it keeps it together, which is great for leaves, if you ask me. Actually, I'm gonna drag it, or just start adding some shape to my leaves. If I drag without clipping, still the same thing, right? So yeah, we're gonna add clipping. On the x-axis, or rather Shift Z, has some freedom in movement. Oh yeah, let's turn off proportional grab. No, let's turn it back on. I like it though. Okay. Looking good to me so far. Maybe a bit too wide. There we go. I will take you. Grab you inside. Shift Z. Take it up. On this one, grab Shift Z. Inside. No, let's start from the beginning. Okay. Start from the beginning and do something else. Okay, so we have a vertex here. Can grab this. Reduce the size of influence. Curve it down this way. I guess we could add more vertices, right? If we want more curves. And then same for the bottom. I'm gonna get a leaf reference, because these are looking like palm trees a little bit. So palm leaves. Well, I did pumpkin leaves. Definitely not pumpkin leaves. So not palm, coconut leaves, cocoa nut leaves. Coconut is the same as palm, eh? Then banana. Similar, quite similar, eh? Plantain. All this talking about food is making me hungry. Okay. Well, let's work with banana leaves. Images. Um, these are not the same though. These are not the same. I'm not sure what type of leaf we have here, if I'm being honest. What do you guys think? I think anyone. Uh, If you have a thought of what type of leaf, if you know what type of leaf this is, I really want to know. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. I really appreciate that because I'm super confused. But I'm just gonna go with my gut and just design it the way I want to design it because I have a reference. The main reason I actually needed the reference was the bottom. I was wondering if the bottom should be round too. And clearly it is, so I'm gonna keep it round. Okay. So we'll go to edges, edge selection. Yeah. We're gonna subdivide this. I have two. I had a reason for doing that. Oh yeah, I remember now. Going to scale it down. I'm trying to get the base going. So E to extrude on the y-axis, keeping it straight for now, so that we have a base for our leaf. And then I'm gonna take this edge, I'm gonna grab it inside. Yeah, this is good. Actually, we're gonna do it on X. And then I'm gonna take this bottom, grab it up, X. No, Y. There we go. Make it shorter for now. Okay, our leaf is looking like a leaf so far. And now the next thing we're gonna add is some cuts. So you all know how we're gonna do this. Gonna add cuts the way I've been adding cuts this whole time. We did it all for the trees. I'm doing it here. It's light work now for us. So if I scale this, normally I'll need to add a third one for more control, but I think it should be fine. Like normally I'll add a subdivision here, but let's see. Should I add at the top? Looking at my reference, let's start with this. Let's add a subdivision. We can use our knife tool and just manually add. Where the knife tool is? It K for knife? Yeah. Just manually add from this vertex to this vertex. And another one here. We can use it later. Ooh, when you use the hotkey, it just gives you one use. Oh, I like that. I like that. So I don't have to be dealing with this every single time. That's so cool. Okay, I'm always using the hotkey now. Scale. Turn off proportional editing. Scale inside. That's not gonna work. I think we have to subdivide them. What happens if I subdivide all of them? So I also get an individual line here like this, which I do not need actually. I know what we need. I know why it's not working. We're gonna undo our subdivisions. Actually, let's go back to where we are. I want to unsubdivide. Like I have been trying, I've never done that before. I want to unsubdivide. So right click, we have unsubdivide. Now, did that do that for us? No. I think I have to wait. Let me look at those numbers that were coming up. Unsubdivide, iterations. Okay. Did not work. Didn't work. Okay, Ctrl Z. I lost it. Okay, too far back, eh? No problem, no problem. Would that be... dissolve edges? Merge, collapse, no. Merge by distance. That did it. Yeah. Okay. Merge. Merge. So I figured it out. So we can use merge by distance. Oopsie. There we go. And the 0.001 was always there before because I used it to merge in case I extruded by accident without deleting it, so that I have extra faces. I just merge them together. What I mean, when you press extrude, press escape, it's still there. It's still there, right? So I press grab now. It's the same face I extruded. So that's the whole point. Like this is how it's supposed to look when you have an extrusion. It doesn't come out. It grabs the whole thing. Okay, but let's continue. Why I was trying to join them together is because I wanted to do this. If I subdivide now, I have a triangle. And I can control, I'm sure if I can loop, offset, edge, slide, and add more faces if I wanted. So that we have extra. I don't know if I actually need the extra, but we're experimenting. So let's see if I can work with this. So when I grab this, so what we're trying to do, we're trying to delete. So what we can do is design our triangle. My brain is like, wouldn't the best thing just be to use knife? Let's see. That looks pretty straightforward to me. Select the faces. Delete faces. You know, brain good. Brain is right. Brain is right. Okay, let's take the knife tool again. Oh, that was 7. Take the knife tool again. Select this. Okay. So yeah, let's draw it again smaller. Okay, for knife, as close as possible. Actually. Okay. Right here. And we want it slim. Oh, pretty close. The bottom one not too close. So the bottom one actually want it closer. Ideally, I would mirror it, but nothing is perfect in real life anyway. Okay. Let's delete them faces. Let's see what happens. Delete faces. Okay, that looks like a leaf. Yep. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Knife tool. Actually, before knife tool, let's select the knife tool. Yeah. We're really developing our process here, guys. It's really cool. This is really cool. And we can work on we can create some variations where the distance between what was cut is different. I'm sure I can do that. Like for example, I can take the vertex or the edge, scale it. You see that? Can always increase that. Can always rotate it. I'm sure if I have to rotate all 3. No, all 3 I said. Look at that pretty. It's probably rotated even. Okay, and the last one. Okay, for knife. It's gonna be a smaller one too. Perfect. Okay, so here's our leaf. So the reason that took us some time, it's not that it was hard, we just needed to figure out how to do it, which is the cool thing about this process. While creating our process, figuring out how we're going to be working with trees, working with things like that, which I find really cool. So I'm going to go to tab. I'm going to move the cursor. I'm going to move my cursor here. And I'm going to set the origin to 3D cursor. I feel like this blender thing knows what I was doing. Oh. My mirror got messed up. The distance still equal. My origin is the issue, eh? There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Sweet. Now let's continue. What we're going to do now is duplicate this. I'm going to do a Shift Alt D for a link duplicate, the X-axis. And why I move the origin to the bottom, you may be wondering, so that when I rotate the leaf like this. You see how convenient that is? That's just how I like it. Just makes it so much easier. So keeps it real, keeps it natural. But obviously we know the leaves are meant to be different. But the issue with link duplicates though is if I go to edit mode for this, it affects the other one. So it's good and bad depending on your purpose. In the future I'll be wanting some variation in the leaves, so that could be an issue. But this low poly I'm not that committed. So what I will do, I will make it maybe 2 variations max and then just flip each time. So let's add some variation though. So let's delete this. Let's add some variation right now. And also some realness to this object. So tab, G, grab, beautiful. And oh, my mouse moved. Okay. Now let's go to tab. Let's take the face. We're gonna pretty much take all the faces, rotate on the y-axis. Okay. That's good. We're gonna take all of them down. Okay, I want the origin to be at 0, 0, 0. Okay. Gonna make everything else come down to join. Perfect. Okay, so our leaf is leaving. But this is one thing we know about leaves. It should be The leaves should be. Let's add some variation. I'm looking at the reference. It looks like depending on the angle, there should be a different. The leaves should look. Some of them should be diagonally. Okay, so this is the plan. We're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. This on its own is pretty good. We're going to rotate these triangles a little bit, and then we're going to apply our mirror, and then we're going to make more variations on each side. And as you experimented before, we'll do this. No, we're going to use these and add this. Rotate. This is what I want. I think so. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, let's do this again. Z. Okay, this has too much rotation. I did not know how to select the whole thing before. Then we'll do the same for this one. Look at that from the top. And that looks good. I like how that looks. I'm going to grab this one out a little bit. It's a bit too big for me. I'm gonna grab you inside or rotate you. Okay. Our leaf cuts are looking pretty good. I'm gonna rotate this one a bit. Sweet. I'm gonna rotate you too. No, I'm gonna leave it. Okay, this is good. So now we're gonna go on tab. We're going to come here. We're gonna hit apply. We're gonna go back to tab. Now we have more faces to work with. And let's add some variation. So first things first, let's make you. Ooh. Let's make you bigger. Actually, let's move these instead. Just grab them, scale them. Yeah, that'll be the best way to go about this. Okay, I'm gonna take it up from afar. Shift and then move slowly, ever so slightly, to make it good. And I'm gonna rotate slowly as well, just to add some variation. Actually, if I rotate speed, okay, too much. Rotate slowly. Perfect. It looks pretty much the same if you ask me. And I'm done doing it. Good, I like that one. This is the first time I actually thought about using the rotator in a rotary manner. Okay, that's gonna definitely create some variation. Oh, and the individual faces, we can adjust the individual faces in rotation. Yeah, let's do proportional row on the Z. No, not on the Z. Let's do it on the I think it should actually be smaller, like lower in general. So I'm gonna take all of you. rotate on the Y. No, I'm gonna grab you down on the Z. Without proportional. Whatever. What are you doing? You don't want to grab faces. I'm gonna grab the edges. But since we're on face right now, what we're gonna do, we're going to let's just focus on the faces first. I'm gonna take you. Yeah, I'm not working with faces. It's not work. It's not good for me at all. Yeah, this is nice. A nice way to add some variation right here. I sleep on the vertices, on the vertices. I don't know why, but there's so much control here. Like, look at that, man. I have so much control once I have vertices. I don't know why I've been sleeping on vertices. They're really, really good to use. Okay. But this is good stuff. What I'm gonna do, I'm trying to get more rotation on this. I want to make it flatter. And I already applied my modifier. You know what? I'm gonna go 1, no 7. I'll select. Oh yeah, still on faces. I'm going to merge by distance. So you're telling me you didn't think. Okay, thank you. What about now? There we go. Okay, I'm a bit stumped on how to go about this, and it's sad. We were cooking before. I guess I can grab all the outer edges and just take them all down, right? Just grab all of you. Grab I don't want the tip. So grab this, bring it down. Yeah, that's working. One of them doesn't look too good. Oh yeah, the middle ones. But this is good. This is good so far. This is good so far. Okay, perfect. And the next thing we're gonna do is do the same thing for the top. For the vertices at the top. We'll grab them all down, bring them to a reasonable position. Right there. Now it's looking more like it. So grab. Just grab it all down. Sweet. And then the vertices, we're gonna, because now it's too low, gonna raise them up a bit. Don't want to make my leaves look too sad. Perfect. Now we're talking. But obviously these ones need to come out. Come on now. Yeah. Okay. Leaves are looking like leaves. Yeah, this is good. I like this. I'm gonna grab this, go this way. Same here, gonna bring this down a bit. So based on, I'm making this change based on the reference. I'm just looking at the leaves there. They're not really that crazy. So I'm gonna leave this one high. I'm gonna bring this one down. So that at least there's a variation in rotation. So that when I flip it, it has a different effect. You know, designing for the future decoration already. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, so let's save. I've got it to a nice point of save for saving. Good stuff, cool beans. Just get out of local mode. Now the next part is the fun part. Putting all of these together. Putting this together with the snake hook. So I'm gonna move this GX0. Why doesn't it ever work? GX0. Doesn't ever work. Okay, now we have our tree here. We have our leaves. How's the size looking? Compared to the reference, we're definitely gonna have to rescale. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paint before I begin working on it, because I still believe it's gonna be a lot easier But before we all know, before we paint, we gotta decimate this boy, make it less serious. Because right now it's too serious. A face count of 40. Yeah, I prefer this. I like this a lot better. Okay, face count of 92. I don't know the numbers for games, or like good, low poly. If I can type numbers. So low poly art, you need to spend some extra time on the details. Low poly design. That's a lot of detail for low poly. Like that is not low poly. Okay, it is low poly design. Yes, yes. If it was an actual parachute, all those feathers, whoop, there'd be a lot of triangles. Let me add for games. But that doesn't really provide what I want. It's just talking about the concept of making the art. Again, there's no real number. You live and learn, you experiment, you learn as you go. Okay. I feel like 92 faces is not bad. I'm gonna have to decimate. Why? To this? Because I'm curious how many is my low poly count. So this is your face of count 10. Wherever you could have counted that yourself. I just realized that. Yep, 8 plus 2. 10. Okay. In fact, because I can, I'm going to merge the base. Merge. That's dumb. Don't do that. Get up. Okay. Now I've done this decimate, we're gonna apply. No, we want to keep the original, remember? So I'm gonna take this, Shift D. I'm going to find the duplicate and move it into OGs. Perfect. Oh, I should give this a name. I'm calling it palm tree. I'm calling it banana tree. I don't know banana tree, but I'm calling it banana tree. And where's my leaf? Right here. Leaf. Banana leaf. Okay. I'm gonna apply. And then Let's go paint. Actually, let's unwrap. So UV maps, delete, unwrap, and now we're gonna have a much better UV unwrap. Same with the leaf. We're going to delete this. Select all. Unwrap. There we go. Now we have two UVs. So let's continue the leaf already here. Perfect UV. Ain't that gorgeous? Ain't that gorgeous? Now we're going to add texture paint. Gonna create a new picture, of course. No, not from here. Cancel. Where is... There you are. Banana leaf. Period. Period is not working here. No. Okay. About leaf, material preview mode. Okay. We're gonna create a new texture slot, a new material. I'm gonna call it the base color. We're gonna call it banana leaf base color, sure. And the base color is gonna be green. Can I steal this reference green? Oh, it let me. Nice. Gonna turn it up, because that's looking too sick. Actually, let's do it again. Steal the... Oh, I missed it. Yeah, it's also not that great. Let's pick the color I want actually. Let's forget about the original. Right there. I like that. Keeping all the greens different. Obviously we can make them all the same later if we want to, if it's more aesthetically pleasing. But at this moment in time, I'm keeping them different. I'm keeping them different, don't you know it? Okay. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. And I don't think we need to add any more detail other than that. Can change the variables of the material later, like how it reflects light. Actually, we should do that now. So we're gonna go to material. Okay. So we're done here. Let's go to layout mode, duplicate. Curious how it looks. Not a lot of shadows are being dropped. What type of shadows do we have here on cycles? So ray tracing gives a more natural light. Remember that. Okay, what does alpha do? That's how colorful it is. What does this mean? I don't know what IOR means per se. But yeah, this is good so far. Make like a hello, 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 welcome, welcome, Kraken Baba boy. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I just saw your message. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. What's popping? Have you ever worked with Blender before? Pretty cool, eh? Yeah. Yeah, we're working here, trying to see how the light reflects on the leaf, making sure it is pretty good. I'm doing very well, actually. This is the part 3 of this stream, and I'm excited for the progress and the traction that I've been getting. Yeah, we're gonna be making a video game, but we're spending 100 hours on each software that we're gonna be working on. Have you had experience with Blender or 3D modeling softwares like this? Because I really like Blender. Thank you. Welcome, welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming here every weekday, and we're gonna be here later this evening by 4 and 4 p.m. CS Central, and tomorrow morning by 5 a.m. just like this morning. Yeah, welcome to the fam. We're taking this to the stars. Yeah, so now we have this. I'm gonna rotate this actually. Ooh, oops, a daisy. Texture paint is quite cool. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna bring this closer. We're gonna take this over here on the Z-axis. I'm gonna bring this up. Oh, I actually have a duplicate. I already had a duplicate here before. You know, one thing about Blender that I don't like, well, it's not Blender's fault, it's my fault. But like, you can easily duplicate stuff, but they do have ways to remove that issue. And like, for example, the merge feature. But yeah, Kraken Baba boy. You know, let me show you what I've been working on so far and what we're trying to work on. I don't know if you can see it clearly, this reference photo. I'll just give you a quick rundown of what's happening here. I am trying to create this in my own style. I've used Blender a little bit. This is not my first time using Blender, but I've only done it with tutorials, so many tutorials. And I'm like, okay, we need to level up our game here. We're not doing it the same way I've been doing it always, because I find tutorials have stunted my growth. Most of the growth I had was from using Blender for architectural purposes, not even for 3D modeling, because I wanted to decorate my room, so I would create my room in Blender, and that's actually improved in Blender. I became comfortable, not from using tutorials. So I'm like, okay, on this live stream, no video tutorials. That's what I mean by tutorials. No video tutorials. I'm not talking about articles and documentation, those are good, but I'm creating my own process. I'm not depending on people's processes anymore. Obviously, we can watch people work and learn from them, but spend more time on. I find that when I spend more time on it, it's better. The game, I'm making the game, no, not all solo. Myself and my wife, we are making it together. I'll show you a picture of her. This is my wife. We're working on the game together. I'll put it a bit longer. Her name is Shalish. We're going to be working on the game together, but this challenge is solo. The challenge is 100 hours. 100 hours on Blender, Unreal Engine, Procreate, and 100 hours on animating with Blender and Unreal Engine. So we're gonna do that. I'm doing all of those challenges solo. She's developing her own skills at her own pace, at her own time, which is still great though. You know, like she's doing this. She doesn't wake up this early though. I'm waking up super early. So like you can do that, honey. I'm going to sleep. Yeah, but yeah, but yeah, I'm really excited. Have you worked on 3D modeling, or are you ever thought of creating a video game or something like that? In the meantime, I'm gonna color this boy. Let's take this to texture paint. I just realized I assumed you were asking a question all solo. I don't know if you're actually asking or just telling me you do solo development because you didn't put a question mark. But in case you didn't ask, maybe that's what you meant. Sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna create a new material for this bark. And base color, that we're gonna start with. Oh no 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 no! You won't disappoint me. Like there was a story I was telling yesterday. There was somebody he considered himself a noob, but when we started talking about video game design, like he had some good ideas, and not just like okay, not just make a game that somebody can fly. No, he was actually helping me create things. So, oh, you have even used Blender. You ain't no noob. Blender is not for the faint of heart. Well, at least that's what I think. Even if it went as well as you expected, Blender is hard though. Blender is hard. I've been using Blender since I was 15. I still don't get it. I need a good brown. I don't have a good brown. I'm gonna take from the reference. Okay, that looks good. I've been using Blender for almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. Well, I didn't use it non-stop 10 years, don't get me wrong. I started when I was 15. I used it a little bit, made a few minions, and then I left. Then, because I learned some tutorials, I was confident enough to come back to it later on for my architectural projects like I mentioned. Tell me guys, tell me what you think about this tree. I don't know how I feel about it. Do you love working on art, Kraken Baba Boy? Do you do any other type of art? Yes, I think these leaves, they need more love. I'm gonna come back to these leaves here. Also leave your comments on if you have any design ideas for this thing, because I really want to design this with you guys, not just myself. I really want to design this. Okay. Nice. Well, I love your support. I believe they call it backseating. If you want to backseat, I have all the freedom. Just let me know if you have any ideas. But if you just want to watch and chill, just chill. I'm gonna keep talking, telling stories, or talking about what I'm thinking as I'm working. Okay, where were we? So I'm gonna try and in Blessed Star Studios, it's just myself and my wife, and it's quite new. I did have sweet. I'm glad. I did have a friend who his name is Daniel. He will help me on the marketing sometimes, but he doesn't do that anymore because he's just got married and just got a new job, so he's a bit busy. And then I have a friend who also helps me on the legal stuff. So, but in terms of the actual creators, it's just the two of us, myself and my wife. But you know, you're on the stream right now, so you can say you're part of the studio because you're helping build the skill set that's gonna be used to make the video game, the popcorn game, since you saw it on the YouTube. Oh, when I say legal stuff, like when you want to start making money, or I don't want to, when you have copyright, to avoid like copyright issues with all this, with streamers, not streamers, like Steam, because you can't just release a video game without registering your company. The government doesn't like that, so that's why I need help with legal stuff. And sometimes the government actually gives you money or gives you grants, or if you want to get a grant from a company like Epic Games or Unity or whatever, they would rather give it to a company than me. They won't just put it. They don't want to put it on my PayPal, right? So they want to put it on the company's account, so that it just makes you more credible, and it means you're serious. So those are the type of things I mean by legal stuff, and there's a lot more. Obviously, I'm not the one doing all the legal stuff, right? So I can't say I know all of it, but like, I have an idea. I have an idea. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Sometimes I'm good at explaining, sometimes I'm not. So okay. My leaves are looking too flat. I'm not sure how to fix that. Oh, actually I think I have an idea. I'm going to create a normal map. I'm going to create a normal. Let's add some fake solid, some fake depth. Okay, and we're gonna paint. I've never actually painted a normal map. I'm gonna get some help from the interwebs. How to paint normal maps. Oh yes, sorry. I thought I said that. Yeah, I want to make a video game. So after this 100-hour stream series, after this series, I'm gonna still do the video game on the stream. So you still get to see that. I'm gonna make a video game with my wife. We're gonna be making the popcorn game. I don't know if you watched the video yet. It's called Dan the Pop, or is it popcorn 2.5D game or maybe 3D? We're getting some ideas of making it 3D or 2.5D, like a game where it has 2D and 3D elements, just to make it nice. You know, that nice modern, cool, clean style where you platform, and it's gonna be like on Steam or maybe Epic Games Store or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna make that game. The current trajectory is to start development by January 2025. But we're gonna be training, we're developing our skills now, so that, because our creativity is so much better when we know what we're doing. Yeah, but yeah, that is the current plan, and yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Oh, it is more intuitive and easier to paint a height map and then convert it. Actually, yes, I have made some games before. I don't know if you know this game, Overcooked. I made my own version of it. Obviously, not as crazy as intense. I made a mini version of Overcooked. Oh, there's a new mode. I made it. So I don't know if I played this game. Crazy game, very cool, fun game. I love it. It's a way to know if your friends are friendly or not. When you play this game, brings out all the stress in you. Yeah, I love this game. So I made my own version of it, but just one player. The version I made. Yeah. And I've made Subway Surfers, of course. Who hasn't made Subway Surfers? I actually tried to make a Subway Surfers game where you throw a football or kick it and you destroy obstacles. I lost all the data for that though. Oh, I think what I'll do, I'll plan a stream. I'll put it on the page. Maybe I'll just showcase so that you know when to come for that. I'll gather up some of the games I've made and maybe just put it on display so that you can have a look. I've made a few games and I've even made but they're all over the place. And I actually started making the popcorn game I'm working on. We started making it on Unity, but I want to switch over to Unreal for a couple reasons, which I could discuss if you want to hear more about that. But yeah, I want to switch to Unreal. So I found that when I took time to learn the skill versus just use the skill first, when I took time to learn and build a foundation, it was better, which is why I stopped development and then I'm learning now. Okay. What I'm gonna do is actually try this. I really wanna try this. Because it's like this normal map is gonna make my leaves look like leaves. Okay. So basically, you can also pin directly into normal maps afterwards. Yeah, afterwards. Okay, that's what I'll do. There is GIMP, normal map plugin, Photoshop plugins, Crazy Bump, and a lot of others. These all do the conversion. Also, it can be done through Blender baking. Okay. Okay, let's come here. So this is our leaf. Now it's time. So instead of normal, based on the wisdom we have gotten from the interwebs. Oh, that's a tough question. That's a tough question. I would say I like the Unreal community better. They just feel nicer to me, like the developers of Unreal, and it's open source, so it's more developer friendly, in the sense of like programmers, like the way the programmers speak. It just feels nicer, and they support you more. They give you they actually help with financing your project, which I think is a really cool thing. Not everybody does that. Not every studio does that. Unity is a lot easier though. Not a lot. Like game design is not a piece of cake, but Unity is easier than Unreal. But I have spent time on both, and for myself, I think I figured it out. Like at least the process behind the process. Yeah. What is this? This is an old, really old article, 7 years ago. But yeah, for Unreal Engine, I just prefer. I like the ability to have. Also the thing I like about Unreal Engine, it makes it easy for you to get beautiful games a lot easier than with Unity. But obviously, Unity is a tool. I'm writing what I'm saying. Unity is a tool that you can also have. Oh my, this came back. Let's block this. Okay. Unity is a tool that you can. Oh yeah. Thanks, Kraken Baba Boy. I will see you later. Yeah, Unity is a nice, beautiful tool. What is height map in Blender? Is it called height map? Because I'm not seeing it. I know, right? Okay. Actually, I wonder if I'm blocking them properly. I should ask you, what is height map called in Blender? Okay, displacement. Okay, so not. So that's what I want. Displacement. Okay, let's go. So if you remember correctly from that article, white is height and leaves what I want. Actually, I want the lines to be higher. Yeah, right here. Oh, actually, maybe I can just make it. I think what I should do is make these areas more solid. But I'm gonna change the color. So I'm gonna fill with black. And then I'm going to paint with gray. I'm gonna make my brush smaller. But I think the reason why it looks so flat is because it is flat. I should have added lines, like made this thicker in edit mode. But we're here now. Let's see how this works. That is too bright. Let's go darker. Oh, I'm doing add on mix. Still too high. Even darker. Just a little bit higher. Okay, let's see how this looks. Man, you look so high. Yeah, it looks too high. Oh wait, I'm gonna convert this to a normal map also, so it should be good. So let's go in. Oh yeah. Perfect time for me to bring up my lap pen. Yes. And I did not unplug anything by accident. I actually need to take a humanitarian break quickly here. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back. I was just checking the stream to see how that spam was working on. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay, we are trying to get some displacement going on here, and I'm seeing it's working, but it's too big. So although I've learned, so I know I'm trying to actually create a normal map, not a displacement map. And the whole point of this was to convert it to a normal map. And I can do it through Blender. Convert displacement map to normal map, Blender. I'd rather not download any other new software if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think I'll prefer that, just using the same software. If I'm being honest. Okay. Oh. So displacement might actually change geometry. I'm not fully understanding what they are saying, but I think I'm grasping the gist. I think I'm grasping the gist. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come here. I'm going to do this. Wii U. Okay, just for the test. Alt S. And now I'm gonna go to shading. Over here, I'm gonna take this normal. So I'm gonna take this displacement and actually use it to feed the normal. And then I'm going to check this. Okay, let's see how it's looking. So we go back to that article. They were saying, yes, you can displace it. Simply use your displacement at the input. Oh. So actually I misunderstood it. I was meant to use it the way it was, the way I was using it before. In case you're wondering how we got all of this here. Every time when we were creating those materials over on texture paint mode from here, it was automatically setting things up for us here. This is a nice spot too. You can learn a lot of things about these as well. I did spend some time learning on this before I began live streaming recently. It's quite cool. Quite complicated, but cool. Not complicated, but like the stuff that you need to understand. And now you're saying bake normals. Oh. So baking is essentially creating. I feel like this is something for later this evening. Okay. Well, in the meantime, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to texture paint, this image. We are going to no, can't do that. We are going to fill this back. Oh my days. This evening, I have to figure out how to block spam. I guess that was a rookie movie. I'm sure most people will know how to deal with this. They probably dealt with it before they even came online. But here we are. We live and learn. We live and learn. Okay. I'm gonna go to modeling, to layout, go to edit mode. I believe these are all linked. Are you guys all linked? No, one way to find out. You grab, if you see a change and everything else, is linked. Yeah, no discussion. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking these leaves, these lines, and making them thicker, or what I could do is offset edge slide. Just a little bit. That's too big. Can I? Yes, we can manually adjust it. Okay. Perfect, right there. Right there. And then if I switch to face, didn't work. Okay. Let's go to 1. Period. There we go. What I'm gonna do is color. I'm gonna color these. Alright, I'm going to extrude. I think that will help. Actually, I have a different idea just now. I am going to take this and this and fill. Ctrl Z. Grab it up, then enter, then fill. I'd prefer that, but it's not working. Okay, so we're going to go back to face select, extrude. Okay. How are we looking so far? I like it, I like it. I like it. Okay, so yeah, this is a good process, I think. What I'm gonna figure out before the next stream, if I have enough time, is find ways to block the bots. They only come in the morning so far, in my limited experience, of course. So we'll see what happens. If I don't have enough time, I'll add it. I will work on it before. Why does the local one not work? This is how I want it to come, like that, but it doesn't come up like that. It only works straight. Yeah, that's way too high. Bring it down. There we go. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. It's looking good. Oh, but the time of our streaming has almost come to an end. If you like what you see, leave a like, leave a subscribe. It means a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys this evening. And yeah, we're gonna party. We're gonna save. We're gonna continue from where we stopped. We're taking this to the stars, remember? So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. I'm really looking forward to the future for this game development project. You know, it's good stuff. The good stuff. And yeah, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Leave a comment, or when you see me live next time, ask it in the chat. And check out my YouTube channel. Check out the reason we have this channel. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be good. This is good. This is good. I'm really enjoying this. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm thankful that we have this opportunity to live stream in our generation, like communicate and share our development process with others. Yeah, and also some people even make an income, right? Like you can make an income from this. So I'm looking forward to it. See you guys later. Peace.